All right, Miss Brittany, I just added you to the race. Sorry, I missed you on the list. So you're in number 6 position in the last race, Miss Brittany. So first up is 8 minutes. It'd be Stock Truck, Arnell, John, Keith, and Joe. You guys start making your way out to the track. Turn marshal is going to be CJ, Scott, Joshua, Josh, and Miss Brittany. If you guys can handle that, you guys will be the turn marshals coming up here in about 7 minutes. We are on YouTube, so if you guys, we're live on YouTube right now. If you know anybody that can't be there, can't be here, so tell them to go to YouTube, to NewRedHobbies, and live view. We are live feed right now. Also, don't forget to go see Miss Yvonne, and again, she works on tips, so, and buying bonds is not the tip she wants, so make sure she's happy. Got a new order of candy and honey buns now, and you got ice cream. She's bringing me some French fries with cheese sauce and ketchup, so head on down there and make sure you take care of her. All right, guys, let's get them checked in. Arnell, John, Keith, and Joe, you guys got 5 o'clock. Turn marshal is going to be CJ, Scott, Joshua, Josh Jr., and Miss Brittany. Let's get them on the track, guys. Grab a cone. Turn marshals are going to be the Ready to Run Sportsman class. I need all you guys out there. Hello. Okay, kids, listen up here. Okay, guys, kids, remember, guys, if you got to cross the track, make sure you check on the cars that they're going to come and hit you, okay? You guys listen up, kids? You hear me? So when you turn marshal the cars, make sure you check before you run out onto the track, okay? Waiting for Joe Bag of Donuts to check in. We'll get ready to go. Really? A week and a half away, and he's that bad? All right. All right, Brittany, grab the corner up there. They're going to come at you first. Let's get them over there in the corner, guys. Arnell's going to lead us off, followed by John, Keith, and Joe. Turn marshals, watch your area. All right, drivers, here we go. Arnell, you going to lead us off? And less than 5. John. Keith. Italian Stallion. Joey, bring it on. Here we go, guys. This is the first of 2 heats and then the mains. Superstar Saturday Racing. Arnell comes around with a 22.2 that time on his first lap. He's out there in that yellow and white. Keith coming around in the orange and yellow with a 21 flat that time. Joe now with a 21.5 moves up to 2 in the silver car. And here comes John in that blue car coming around for his first lap. And Arnell is flying out there in that stock truck. Right now it's Keith, Joe, Arnell, and John. 1 down, 4 to go, guys. Joe Marino taking over the lead. The Italian Stallion himself in that silver truck in the middle of the track. That's your leader right now. Arnell in the 2, followed by Keith and John. Arnell, new fast lap for him, 22.2 that time on lap 3. And John with a 31 flat, new fast lap for him. Fast lap of the round so far is Keith on lap 1, 21.017. Joe hanging on to a 14.502 pace right now. Arnell on a 13.5 flat. Keith on a 13.505. John 9.508. 130 down, 3.5 to go. Next up is going to be our Pro Stock. Vince, Mason, and Kyle. Race number 2 of 4. You're going to be up next. Joe, 21.4, but Keith, 20.9 now up there, 18 seconds back. And new fast laps across the board on that last one. 2 down, 3 to go. Arnell taking over that number 2 spot. Joe still in the lead right now in that silver truck. That's your leader. Arnell 2, Keith, and John. And Joe with a 21.7. Joe right now with a 20-second lead over Arnell. Keith, 20.8. Keith's got that thing flying all time. And Joe hanging tough right now. Still a 17-second lead over Arnell. Keith trying to get up on the lead lap right now. And there he comes, 21.1 right now. Joe bangs out another 21.6. Is still in the lead right now. Here comes the leader down the back track. Arnell in the middle track in the number 2. And Joe, 23.5, slows up. And now Arnell just 11 seconds back. And John coming through that time. John now on a 10 and 5:10 pace. Keith slowed up to a 24.1 that time, 1:30 on the clock. Joe Marino right now, 10-second lead over Arnell right now. All right, now it's Joe, Arnell, Keith, and John. Joe, 21.3, new pass lap right now, 11 seconds ahead of Arnell. .30 seconds to go. Remember, drivers, at the end of the race, shut your car off, put the transponder or whatever you got to do and take a spot on track. Joe still leading him out. 10-second lead over Arnell right now. Keith still in 3. John in the 4. John hanging out right behind Keith right now. Race it out, guys. Race it out. Keep going, Joe. 21-2. New fast lap for you. Keith, you're done. John, you're done. Arnell, you're done. Waiting for Joe to come around. And Joe, you're done. Let me see what happens here. Joe taking a win, 14.510. Arnell in the number 2, 14.520. And Keith, 13.502. John right behind him, 13.512. Good race, guys. All right, next race up is going to be our pro stock buggy. All right, drivers from the last race, get them on the track. Turn marshal. These guys still waiting for Mason. He's fashionably late again. Again, don't forget to go see Miss Yvonne in concession trailer. Order the grilled chicken teriyaki wrap. You will not be disappointed. Or the big cheese, which they call me the big cheese, which is 2 grilled cheese on Texas toast with a cheeseburger in the middle. Tell them to add some grilled barbecued onions on that, and that is your 3rd heart attack waiting to happen. Oh, here he comes. Take your time. We know you're a busy man. We don't mind the wind, but the rain. All right, we're all checked in. Let me see. Keith's on his way out. We know Joe needs to be coaxed on out. Oh, Joe. Oh, Joey. There he is, the Italian stallion. All right. It's a Oompa Loompa Italian stallion. All right, our guys are getting ready to go. Vince, you're going to lead us off, followed by Racing Mason and Kyle. All right, here we go. Vince on the horn, lesson 5. Mason, don't you wait till I tell you to go? Remember, it's qualifying. Go ahead, Kyle. Said we might have motor mounts. I didn't say we would. I said we might. Those are for an earthquake. I said we might have motor mounts. That's what I said. I said I'd have to look, and I said I was calling the racing. Right now, Mason leading them out with a 19.4. Kyle 20.9, and Vince 21.1. Right now, with 1:30 down, 3 to go, Racing Mason in that white buggy leading them out. Vince in the burgundy with the checkered, and Kyle in the number 3. And right now, Racing Mason in the middle of the track in that white buggy, leading them out now on a 16.5-16 pace. He's got the fast lap of 19.4 on 1. Kyle right there in that purple buggy in the number 2. Vince now in the 3. Right now, your battles for the number 2 spot between Vince and Kyle. Right now, they're all on the same lead lap. Mason just dropped down to a 15.501. Kyle now 6 seconds. This is qualifying, so this is not racing each other. The first 2 races, they're racing the computer. And then in the mains, you'll see a grid along the back, and that will be for the cash. Coming up to the 2-minute warning, and there it is. Mason laying down a 19.068, first one into teens. Vince, new pass lap, 19.5. Kyle, 19.7, his new pass lap. Mason jumping up, and Kyle, new pass lap, 19.5 that time. There it is, 3 down, 2 to go. This is qualifier number 1, race number 2. Indy, Stock Buggy, Miss Ina, Keith, Joe, and Jason. You'll be up next. Kyle banging out another new fast lap in that purple buggy with a 19.3 that time, trying to get up that 16-lap pace. Mason right now, 16.518. We're at the 1:30 mark. 3.5 down, 1.5 to go. Again, if you cannot make the races and you guys are hanging out at the home, turn on your TV or your computer, go on to YouTube and NewRedHobbies on YouTube Live. And we're broadcasting live right now. All 3 guys running 19-second laps on that lap there, coming up to the 1-minute mark. There it is. Yellow's on. We're at the 1-minute mark. It's Mason laying down at 18.8. His first 18-second lap out there. He's in that white buggy going over the big jumps there. This is a very technical track if you've not driven on this track. Very, very quick. A lot of traction. And Kyle, 19.4. Vince, 23.1. Mason slowed up a little bit there with a 20.1. 30 seconds on the clock. Hey, will that thing fit in the outer box again? One.
Is it the same phone?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah, that's it.
You just for now until I get the other one. 10 seconds. Race it out, guys. Race it out. Mason, you're done. Kyle, keep going. Mason, you're done. Kyle, keep going. Indy, Stock Buggy, you'll be up now. Vince, you're done. Kyle, you're done. Mason, test the early TQ, 15.5 flat with a fast lap, 18.8. Kyle, 15.511, and Vince, 15.520. Good race, guys. All right, next coming up is Independent Stock Buggy. Bring it to the line. Same cars, same buggies, but in Independent, they cannot have a factory sponsor, where in the Pro Buggy, they can have actually factory sponsored drivers. I do believe Vince is factory sponsored. Mason's still on his 1973 RC budget, and Kyle spends more money on RC than he does on his rent. I will need a extra volunteer turn marshal. If anybody can help out during this one, I need a volunteer. We can get somebody from the pits. Jason, you checked in? Uh-oh, Joey's back. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. CJ, is that you? CJ, you want to take up on the top? All the way up on the top in the corner up there. See it way up on top? Ooh, my turn marshals are out there, ready to go. Just waiting for you know who. $1:30 on the clock. No texting on the track, please. Somebody go get him a hamburger and a soda. We'll just get him a little table set up over there, a little fan going. Thank you, Keith. Just waiting for Joe to check in. Let's get him on the grid. Joe, you need a transponder. We're going to give Joe a minute's grace. 1 minute's grace is allowed on each round. We're going to smash this chair. I'm going to go buy you. You need to buy me a chair. I'm serious. I'll give you the money. You go buy it. Give me a discount this time.
Don't get an item that's unclear.
What?
I said don't get an item that's unclear. I don't know. I didn't know either. I thought I could, but. What?
Yeah. You have my TV for like a month. Actually, I had Danny's TV.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the holding fees.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. All right, Ina, you're going to lead us off, followed by Keith, Joe, and Jason. Remember, guys, this is qualifying. Don't go until I call you. The reason why I'm spreading you out is because you are qualifying against the computer. You're not racing each other, so don't go until I call you, unlike the man with the phone in the middle of the track. All right, Miss Ina, you're going to take us on. Here we go, lesson 5. Da-da-da. Keith. Joey, bag of donuts. Mr. Hall. And we're off. Indy, Stock Buggy. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know the difference, basically independent Stock Buggy means it's the same car the guys were racing before this. It's just they cannot have a factory sponsor anyway. Ina coming around, 21-1. Miss Ina is one of our good drivers out there. She's always putting it down with the guys out there. Joey taking a 2, Keith 3. We'll see what Jason does. He comes around. And right now, Ina leads them out, followed by Joe, Keith, and Jason. And here comes Jason down the back straight. We'll see what he can do. Oh, traction roll. Jason, 23 flat, new pass lap. Miss Ina right now has got a 7-second lead over Joe. Keith in the number 3 spot, followed by Jason in the 4. 1:15 down, 3:45 to go. Joey coming through, 20.9, now takes the lead over Miss Ina. Joey out in that silverish blue, whatever you call that color. And right now, he's got a 1-second lead over Miss Ina. Keith still hanging on to that number 3, Jason in the 4. Joe, right now, it is literally 1/100th of a second difference between Joe and Ina. Keith, new pass lap 21.5 on lap 4. He's now on a 14-lap pace. And Jason, 20.3. That's the new pass lap of the round. He's moving on up. Miss Ina coming around that time with a 22-second lap. She rolls it in the corner there. Joe, 21.5. Now a full 2-second lead. Keith, another new pass lap, 21.2. See what Jason does. Is he coming down the back? Here comes Jason that time, 21.4. And right now, everybody on a 14-lap pace coming up to the halfway point. Don't forget to go order some food. I might die by the time I get my French fries, Miss Yvonne. I'm feeling weak. There it is, 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Joe, Ina, Keith, and Jason right now is the running order. Right now, Joe's got a 5-second lead over Miss Ina. Keith holding on to a 3-second lead over Jason. Joe is consistent, and there it is. Keith with a 20.5 now takes the 2. Miss Ina goes back to the 3. Jason right now just 2 seconds behind Miss Ina, but right now Joe on a 14.505, and Jason still 3 seconds behind her. Coming up, and there it is, 3 down, 2 to go at the 2-minute warning. Joe been consistent, 21-second laps, and that's what's going to win a race. Jason now hanging on to the number 3. Miss Ina drops back into the 4. See if he can hold on. 1:45 to go. And there it is. Jason hanging on to the number 3 spot. Right now he's 0.7 of a second behind Keith for the number 2 with 1:30 on the clock. Joe slows up a little bit with a 14.505, 22-second lap. Miss Ina comes back with a 21.7 that time. She's in the middle of the track going with that first big jump. 1:20 on the clock. Last race of the first qualifier. Ready to run Sportsman. After this race, I'll come get you guys your transponders. And now Miss Ina jumps up to 3. Keith drops back into the number 4 spot. It's Joe, Jason, Ina, and Keith. Coming up to the 1-minute mark. There it is, 1 to go. Yellow's on. Jason with a 19.9, first person into the teens. Keith, 20.3 that time, right out 5 seconds behind Miss Ina.
Racing next Saturday.
Yes. 45 seconds to go. And right now, Joe's in cruise control right now. He's got a 8-second lead over Jason. Miss Ina in the 3, Keith in the 4. Right now, Keith 1 second behind Miss Ina with 30 seconds on the clock. Joe running consistent, 21-second laps. They may be faster guys, but he's consistent. Right now he's got a 6-second lead with 15 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Joe, that's your leader coming through. Slows up a little bit. 5-second lead over Jason. Race it out, guys. Race it out. Keep going, Mina. Keep going. Keep going, Jason. Last lap. Last lap. Keith, you're done. Joe, you're done. Joe, consistent. Ina, you're done. Waiting for Jason. We're done. Joe, taking early TQ, 14.505. Jason, 14.511. And Miss Ina, 14.521. Good race, guys. All right, here we go, guys, with the ready to run. These are where you start out looking for CJ, Scott, Joshua, Josh, John, and Brittany. Come pull your transponders. John Grant, I also have that transponder you were asking about, John Grant. It's a 2-wire.
Okay, so
All right, ready to run Sportsman. CJ, Scott, Joshua, Josh, John, and Brittany. You guys need transponders? Come see me. All right, we got a bunch of new people out here. I know some of these guys haven't raced before. CJ, when you get a chance, go across this line right here, CJ only. There you go, CJ. Go across this line right here. There you go. Beautiful. Thank you. Got you. Thank you, CJ. You can run a practice lap. Scott, go across the line, please. Thank you, Scott. Miss Brittany, go across the line, please. Miss Brittany. Did you put a transponder in there? All right, it's not counting. Hey, Vince, you want to grab a transponder for that? Or who's out there? Miss Brittany, bring that car around here. We'll get somebody to change that transponder for you. Sorry, I thought you were on the track. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. She's coming around. It's going to be in that black truck. I'm sorry. I thought that was you over there sitting on the track. Huh? I thought you were sitting over there. I thought that was you. There she is, right here. Enid's got it. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, bring them back over here by the TV on the refrigerator over here. That's where you guys are going to start off. Thank you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Time to get them sent off, get them repaired. All right, guys, bring them behind the line over here, guys, over by the TV and the refrigerator over here to my left. Over there, guys. This is the first time for some of these youngins. Now you can tell I'm getting to be more redneck when I said youngins, right? Hey, Josh, go across from me, just Josh. Was that you? Josh just went by? Just Josh. Got you. Okay, got you. All right, guys, get him behind the line. All right, CJ, you're going to go when you hear the horn and you see the green light. CJ, you're going to go, and you're going to wait till I call you out. Everybody else, and then wait. I'm going to call you out, okay? This is a 4-minute race. This is all new to some of these kids, so this is our future here. All right, CJ, when you hear the buzzer, you're going to go, okay? And guys, remember, no reverse. If you guys go slow and no crashing, you'll win a race. All right, CJ, on the horn, less than 5. All right, CJ, go ahead. It's all yours, buddy. Some of these guys got new trucks out there, first-time racers. There you go. Scott. Joshua. Josh. John Grant. And Miss Brittany. And here we go, guys. This is the Ready to Run Sportsman. Basically, this is one of your novice classes. The Ready to Run means you can pretty much run anything out of the box, ready to run. Your turn marshal is going to do a little bit of running, so take your time. Be careful. Safety's number one. You drivers, take it easy. And Scott right now moves up into the lead. See what happens. He's in that black short course truck. Nice and easy, guys. Remember, every time you crash, it's going to be more points. Take it off of you. John Grant in the lead now in that blue buggy. Waiting for CJ and Miss Brittany come around for their first lap. Take your time, guys. Take your time. You guys are doing great. You're doing great. Keep it up. Scott, 31-7 now, moves up into that number 2 spot. We'll see it out when John comes around for a second lap. Waiting for him. There we go. All right. Everybody's around now for their first lap. John Grant now taking the lead in that buggy with a 27-9. Scott 2, followed by Joshua, Brittany, and CJ. 140 down, 2.5 to go. Again, after this race, we're going to take a 25-minute break. Track will stay open for practice. And then we'll go into round number 2 of qualifying. And then after that, we'll take another break and go into the mains. John Grant right now, fast lap 26.3 in that buggy out there. He's the leader. Josh 2, followed by Scott in 2. Joshua, Miss Brittany, and CJ in 6. Coming up, and there it is. 2 down, 2 to go. We're just at the halfway point. There they come. Miss Brittany coming around. There she is. All right. Right now, Brittany hanging on to the number 5 spot. Oh, crash on the jump right there. Nice and smooth, guys. Nice and smooth. I think Miss Brittany got herself a new truck there. Look at that ECX circuit. New truck. John Grant, 25.5. Another new fast lap on lap 4. 120 on the clock. Scott hanging tough, followed by Joshua, Miss Brittany, and CJ hanging tough in the number 6 spot. Again, coming up to the 1 minute mark, guys. Green means go, yellow means 1 minute, and red means we are done. And John slows up a little bit with a 34.9 that time. And there it is, yellow's on. We're at 1 minute to go. John Grant lead them out right now. Scott and Joshua, top 3, followed by Josh, Brittany, and CJ. 45 seconds to go. Again, guys, at the end of this race, don't not stop until I tell you you're done. You turn marshals need a little bit of workout anyway, so. Right now, Scott trying to take over that number 1 spot from John. $15 seconds. Remember, this is an entry-level class. Scott just 4 seconds back, and John now with 25.6 moves up to a 9-lap pace. That is the end of the race, guys. Keep going. So you hear me call your name. Everybody keep going. Keep going, Joshua. Last lap, Joshua. Keep going. John, keep going. Again, you're qualifying against the computer. Scott, you're done. Track's still hot, guys. Track's still hot. Everybody hold your position. Here she comes. Miss Brittany, you're done. Way to go, girl. Good one. Good run. Thank you. Joshua, you're done. John, you're done. Waiting for Josh and CJ. Are they going to make it? Are we out? All right, we're done. All right, John Grant taking the early TQ, 9 and 4.25. Scott, 8 and 4.16. And Joshua, 8 and 4.33. All right, guys, good run. All right, guys, it is now, let's see, 1:45. We're at 1:15. That's 25 minutes. We'll go up in round number 2. Track is going to be open. Guys, in that last race, make sure you bring the transponders back to me so I can put them in the charger. You get a chance to hand these to me? Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Check out my prize. It's only been like. Thank you, man. Good girl. Way to go.
Am I done?
Hey, it'd be a good time to go down to concession and see Miss Yvonne, get yourself an ice cream, cold drinks, Gatorade, water, whatever you guys want. Suppose she'll make you a hamburger, hot dog, corn dog, cheese fries, chili cheese fries. I mean, anything you guys want, onion rings, corn dogs, all kinds of special sandwiches and stuff. Hey, just got word from Yvonne. The teriyaki wrap's going to be slow today, but they do have the pizza wrap. They have a pepperoni pizza wrap. So head on down concession, guys. 10 minutes on the clock, guys. 10 minutes. All right, 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes. Stock truck, you're going to be up first. Arnell, John, Keith, and Joe. 7.5 on the clock. Don't forget to see Miss Yvonne. She's got some pizza wraps down there if you guys want some wraps. It's really good. It's pepperoni, cheese. So head on down concession, order some food, ice cream, cold soda, Gatorades. Make sure you guys rehydrate in this weather. All right, guys, let's shut it down. Shut it down. Let's get him checked in. Stock truck. Really? All right, looking for Joe, Arnell, Keith, and John. Let's get them checked in. The turn marshal is going to be the DeLong family, CJ, Brittany, Scott, Joshua Jr. Josh, let's get them out there, guys. 3 minutes on the clock. Looking for Joe, Arnell, Keith, and John. Let's get them checked in. Take a picture. I want to see it.
It's in between a pontoon boat.
So it's like a deck boat.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Well, that's cool. It's badass.
I don't know if it's got the lighter on it or not.
All right, turn marshal, let's get them out there. CJ, Scott, Joshua, Josh, and Miss Brittany. Let's get them on there. Waiting for John to check in, and we'll get ready to go. This will be the second and final qualifier of Stock Truck.
I'd rather have his other boat.
Got you, John. Thank you. All right, guys, shut them down. Let's put them over here on the corner. Track's closed. Track is closed.
That was his other boat.
I'd rather have his new boat. Tom Ho is more of a party boat.
That's only got redone.
Wow.
$6,000 in it. Put a brand new motor on it. Sold it.
All right, Joe, you have a TQ set in round one. 14, 5, 10. That's what you guys are going for. Joe, you going to go on a horn? Followed by Arnell, Keith, and John. Here we go. Joe on a horn, lesson 5. Arnell. Keith. And John. And we're out. See if somebody can take Joe and take the TQ away. Joe coming around 21.5 in that gray truck, leading them out. Arnell 23.2. Keith 28 flat, and waiting for John. Here he is coming down the back of that blue truck. But Joe right now coming through. Joe 21.5 and 33.4 for John. Joe right now up on a new TQ pace, 14.501. Arnell 22.3, new pass lap for him. There it is, 1 down, 4 to go. Keith, new pass lap 22.5. John's going to enter that back straightaway. Here he comes, down the back in that blue. John Grant. John, 26.1, new pass lap for him. Wow. And Arnell taking the lead with a 21.9. Joe drops back to a 13 lap pace. That one to 3. Keith takes the 2 now. So Joe with a bad lap drops all the way back into the 3. And right now it is Arnell on a 14.515, just 5 seconds off TQ. 130 down, 3.5 to go. Joe 21.4, his new pass lap moves up into the 2. We'll see what Keith does as he comes around. Here he comes. Keith stays in that number 3 spot. John still in number 4. Arnell 21-3. Joey 22-9. Arnell right now is just 1 second ahead of TQ pace. Keith now taking over that 2. Puts Joe back into 3 by 2 seconds right now. 21-3. New pass lap for Keith. John Grant 25-7. New pass lap for him. And that time right now, it is a battle going on for your leader. Joe taking back the number 2 spot. 1 second ahead of Keith. We'll see what happens when Keith comes across. And Keith takes it right back. Keith now up to a 14-lap pace, followed by Joe on a 13 and John on 11. John 27-9 that time. He's in that blue truck. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Arnell coming through. Joe Marino outside the track with a 21-3. But right now, Arnell is ahead of TQ. And Keith now taking over the 2 spot. He's right there in that orange and yellow. He's ahead of Joe right now. John coming down and back through. Here he comes through. 26-1. Right now, top 3 on a 14-lap pace. 3 down, 2 to go. Arnell, right now, it's a 1 second difference as he slowed up big time. We'll see if Keith, when he comes around, he might take the lead. John, 25-4, new pass lap for him. Arnell hanging tough there in the lead right now. Coming up to the 1 minute mark. It looks like Keith missed a lap. I just gave you the lap that you missed, but I'm going to see what that puts you. And Keith now taking the number 2 spot. Right now, Arnell hanging on to a 5-second lead over Keith. Joe in the 3, John in the 4. 1 to go, guys. 1 to go. Yellow's on. Stock Buggy, Vince, Mason, and Kyle. You're up next. Arnell is out. He's going to be giving us over. Keith now taking the lead. Still 9 seconds off TQ. Joey bouncing around. John's now going to move into the 3. 30 seconds to go. Keith 21-1 right now. 7 seconds off a new TQ. It may hold on for Joe. Now Arnell was ahead of TQ. Right now Keith the only one on a 14-lap pace. 3, 2, 1. Race it out, guys. Race it out. Keep going, John. Keep going, Keith. Final lap. Remember, guys, don't stop till I call your name. Joe, you're done. Track's hot. Everybody hold your position. The wild man, Joe. Keith, you're done. And waiting for John coming out of back in that blue truck. Going to take that number 3 spot. And you're done. Keith, 14-5-14. Joe, 13-5-08. And John, 11-5-16. Joe hangs on to the TQ. All right, guys. Race number 2. Stock Buggy, bring it up. Do you need help in there? Has he got it covered? Is he just talking? He likes to do that. Have my emails come through yet, or I have to set that up on the phone?
They're not coming through, but it shows that your email is set up through it.
Okay. I can always call Apple, right? Drivers are ready. Well, my turn marshal will be Keith and Joe. Let's get them out there. Thank you, Keith. Come on, Joey. Joe's going to get the I'm late for my own funeral. Joe, don't you miss me? Sure. All right, drivers. Mason has a TQ set around 1:15.5 flat. See what will happen. Thank you, Messina. All right, Mason on the horn, followed by Kyle and Vince. Here we go. Mason, less than 5. Kyle. Yeah, you have to go back around. Vince. It will settle itself out, Mason. Showing Vince, Kyle, and Mason right now, but that should settle out. Mason, 20.06, taking the early lead. Vince in the 2, Kyle in the 3. Let's see if that changes. Vince, 19.9, fast lap it around, takes that number 2 spot. 1 down, 4 to go. Vince 19.9, Kyle 19.8. See what Vince does, 19.7. Again, Vince new pass lap. There he is in that checkerboard burgundy going over the first jump. But it's Mason right now in the lead, followed by Vince and Kyle. Mason 18.7 that time. Mason is on a fast run right now. Vince, another 19.9, 19.3 for Kyle. 130 down, 3.5 to go. Next up, Indy, Beina, Keith, Joe, and Jason. You're going to be up next. Mason slows off right now to a 23.1 that time. He's in that white buggy, followed by Vince in the burgundy checkerboard and Kyle in the purple. Right now, Vince 1 second lead over Kyle. And there it is, 2 down, 3 to go. Mason right now on an 18-lap pace. Kyle taking over that number 2 spot now. Vince back into the 3. Basically, it's 0.3 of a second between them. Coming up to the halfway point. Vince taking it back. See what happens if it holds. There it is, 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Vince 19.7. New pass lap on lap 7 for him. He's now on a 15.501 pace. Mason 17.5 flat pace right now with a 19.2 that time. Coming up at a 2-minute warning. Next up will be Indy Stock Buggy, race 3 of 4. Right now, you got a battle between Kyle and Vince still brewing right now. See what here comes Vince, and he takes it right back. It is literally 3/100ths of a second between Vince and Kyle for that number 2 position. Mason now on a 17.505. Kyle takes it back, 15.5 flat. See what Vince does here. He comes down the back straightaway. Ooh, at this time it stays. Kyle now with a 1 second lead for that number 2 spot coming down the back. Mason 18.9, still 2 laps ahead of TQ. And Messina right there to get Kyle. Vince gonna look like he may take that number 2 spot. And he does. 3 second lead coming up to the 1 minute mark. Yellow's on, 1 to go. Racing Mason, 17.508 pace, fast lap 18.7. Vince, 15.501 with a 19.7. And Kyle, 15.504 with a 19.3 pace. 45 seconds to go. Vince, 19.6 there. He's going with a big jump there. That's new past lap. Mason 18.9. Mason right now on a driving show right now. Oh, almost pipes it right there. Kyle right now still 3 seconds behind Vince. And here comes Vince down the back. 20.2 slows up. Kyle still 3 seconds back with 25 seconds to go. Still 3 second difference between Kyle and Vince. 5 seconds. Race it out, guys. This would be amazing if Mason can make a 17-lap pace. Kyle, you're done. He's done. Vince, you're done. Keep going, Mason. Keep going. Oh, it took you extra lap. Okay. Mason taking it 16 in 5:16. Vince 15 5:17 5 flat, and Kyle 15 5:02. All right, race now, number 3, Indy Stock Buggy. Yes, sir.
Did you find out anything on the speed control on the battery?
The Cush?
This Cush, right?
All right, turn them off. We need a volunteer to come out here. A volunteer. Mason's on his way out right now.
Yeah, this is the new one. This is their 15 stock.
Need one volunteer to help out up on either by the driver's stand or up on top, please. Mason's coming out. One volunteer from the pits. Thank you, sir. Right there, right there, right there. Okay, take top. Yep. All right, Joey, check in. Did you forget your transponder again? Damn, you're good. You got it. You checked in. All right, Joe, you have TQ setting round 1, 14.505. You're going to lead us off as soon as we come around. All right, here we go. Final qualifier for Independent Stock Buggy, race number 3 of 4. Joe, you're going to go on a horn in less than 5. Jason. Ina. Keith. And here we go. We're all checked in. This is an independent Stock Buggy. Again, same as the Stock Buggy, but again, they cannot have a factory sponsorship at all. Joe, 21.8 coming around the Silver Beast. Jason, 20.4 there in the pink and purple. Ina right there coming in the white and pink. And Keith in the number 4. So right now, Jason, Ina, Joe, and Keith. Remember, TQ set by Joe round 1 of 14.505. Joe, 21.2, new fast lap for him. Wait for Keith to come around. We'll call where they're at. And Joe taking a lead right now. He's ahead of TQ by 4 seconds. Miss Ina, 1 second behind him. Jason, 3 seconds behind her. And Keith, 10 seconds behind him. Joe just jumping up to a 15-lap pace. New fast lap, 20.4. Then Jason laying down a 20.1. Miss Ina, 20.9. New fast laps all the way across. And Keith with a 20.1. Everybody right now on a 15-lap pace. Everybody ahead of the TQ run. Right now, Joe holding on to a 1 second lead over Jason. And Jason taking the lead right now. Miss Ina follows him into the 2. Keith into 3. Joe all the way back into the 4 now. From first to 4, the silver bullet car. Jason lead him out right now, 15.514. Ina, 15.521. Keith now drops back to a 14.502, and Joe, 14.509. Coming up to the 3-minute warning. Jason, new pass lap, 20.1 on lap 5. There it is, 2 down, 3 to go. Jason, 19.8, laying it down right there, going on a big jump. That's your leader. See what the lap crew, 21 flat for Miss Ina on lap number 6. Keith now jumping up right now. He is 2/10 behind Miss Ina in the number 3. See what Joe does, 22 flat that time. Jason still on a new TQ run right now. Joe back to a 20.8, still on a 14.506. And there it is, Keith jumping up into the number 2 spot, and Miss Ina takes it right back. It is 0.6 of a second between Keith and Miss Ina. Jason right now is the only one left on a 15-lap pace, and there it is, 3 down, 2 to go, guys. Right now, Jason on a 15-lap pace. I believe that would have been running with the pros. Miss Ina take him back to 2 by 0.2 of a second. You got a battle between Keith and Miss Ina for that number 2 spot. Joe now right there behind him with a 1 second back. 21.8 that time, but Joe's been consistent, 21-second laps. So we'll see what happens. Miss Ina, 21.5 that time. Woo, Keith, 20.6 now takes a 1 second lead. It is a 14.503 for Keith. Ina, 14.504, and Joe, 14.505. 1:20 on the clock. Jason right now is blowing away TQ, 15.507. And right now, your difference is Keith now with a 2 second lead. Joe slips off there, 5 seconds behind Miss Ina. Coming up to the 1 minute warning. There it is. Yellow's on. 1 to go. Jason, Keith, Ina, and Joe. Miss Ina trying to reel in Keith, and there they go together. It's a 4 second lead right now for Keith in that yellow. Miss Ina's in the pink. And there goes Jason out there by himself, just on cruise control. 40 seconds left. He's going to set a new TQ. And there comes Crazy Joe. Joe right now 4 seconds behind Miss Ina. 30 seconds to go. And Joe now just 2 seconds back. But right now Keith locked into the number 2 spot. He's 6 seconds ahead. 15 seconds to go. Ready to run, Sportsman. I'll call you up after this one. You guys complete transponders. And Joe 1 second behind Miss Ina now. Race it out, race it out. Keep going, Jason, keep going. Jason's going to go to number 15. Wow. Joe, you're done. Let's see if it holds. Keith, you're done. Wow, Miss Ina, 20.9 new pass lap. Just waiting for Jason to do his victory lap, and we're all done. Jason sets a new TQ, 15.514. Keith, 14.501. Ina, 14.506. And Joe, 14.508. Good race, guys. All right, ready to run? Come get your transponders. All right, guys, slow them down, slow them down. I need Brittany and CJ to cross the line for me. Brittany and CJ. Everybody else get along the back straight. Everybody else along the back straight. Thank you, Miss Brittany. I got you. CJ, you need to cross the line when you get across. CJ, there he is in that orange and white truck. Again, first-time racers here, guys, so want to thank them for coming out. Thank Josh for bringing the whole family. Appreciate that, guys. This is what racing's about, guys. This is where you all begin. We all started exactly where you guys are right now. We all started with the beginning truck. The original Losi truck from 1985 is sitting here on the shelf. That's the first truck that I purchased after I went to the local track in New York. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, CJ. You got to cross that line. There you go. Thank you. All right, head on back. There you go. Let's get him back behind the line, guys. Keep going. You got to go behind the line. Keep going. You got to get way. You got to get about 3 feet back. Keep going, keep going. All trucks got to go way back in the corner. All right, John Grant, you have a TQ set in round 1, 9 and 425. You're going to be leading the pack off. Remember, drivers, take your time. Try not to crash. Don't worry about laps and winning and stuff like that. You guys are all winning just coming out. All right, John, you're going to go on the horn. And John only. Everybody wait till I call your name. Scott. Junior. Josh Jr. Josh. Miss Brittany. And CJ. And here we go. We're off on round number 2. Ready to run, sportsmen. Nice and smooth, guys. Nice and smooth.
He'll jump in the pool tomorrow, man. Yep, he'll be setting up iPhone number 10 for him.
Gonna text me at 12 o'clock at night again.
Yep.
Really? You wanted an icy last night. That's what you wanted.
I'll leave it in his pocket. He'll go
I
sit on the
really
toilet and
was.
slide
I
out.
was about to do like I'm coming over right now.
I was going to go swimming last night. Wait, I'm on it. John Grant leading them off right now. 10 lap in 424. Scott in number 2. Josh Jr. in number 3, followed by Josh, waiting for CJ and Brittany to come around. Oh, looks like somebody broke. Thank you very much. Looks like a leader is out. John going to go all the way down to the bottom now. Josh Jr. in the lead right now. Josh Sr. in the number 2, followed by John and still in 3, followed by Scott. Waiting for CJ and Miss Brittany to make it around. Guy, turn marshal, Joey. Joey. Thank you. What happened to Miss Brittany? She a car break or something? Right now, Josh in the lead. Scott in number 2. Josh Jr. in the 3. Followed by CJ and Miss Brittany. Josh 29.3 right now, 8.402 pace, just under TQ. Josh Jr. in number 2, 29 seconds behind him. And Scott, 8.433.9, just 4/10 back, coming up to the 1 minute mark. CJ still in number 5, waiting for Miss Brittany to come around. Keith, right behind you, Keith. One to go, guys. One to go.
Too much transporter fell out.
Okay. 2, 3. All right, CJ, your transponder fell out, so I'm going to give you a lap on that one. Got to make sure that's clipped in there, guys. Turn marshal right here by the big cone. Right there. Josh right now, 28.7 right now. He's looking at a TQ pace here. 30 seconds to go. Josh Jr. is in 2, followed by Scott. John is still hanging up. CJ now moving up. Scott with 27.8 that time. And Brittany finally out there in her brand new circuit truck. And right now it is Josh Sr., Josh Jr., and Scott. Race it out, guys. Race it out. Last lap, last lap. Scott, you're done. Josh, you're done. You taking a win? Track's so hot, everybody keep going. Josh Jr., you're done. Track's still hot, guys. Track's still hot. We have 2 trucks out there. We have CJ and Miss Brittany. All right, CJ, you're done. Waiting for Miss Brittany to come around. Come on, Brittany. Show them, girl. Show them what I've done. And you're done. Josh taking it, 8 and 406. Scott taking number 2, 7 and 403. Josh Jr., 7 and 421. Good run, guys. All right, don't forget to return transponders to me. Thank you, sir. Way to go, brother. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, that's the end of qualifying. It is now, let's see, 10 minutes to 2. So give you guys a half-hour practice. Get your batteries charged at 220. You're going to go up with the mains. This is where you win the trophies, guys. So return all transponders. I'm missing one more transponder, and we're going to set up the mains. I'll post them here momentarily. Also, at the end of racing, we'll have all the mains posted on NewRedHobbies.com, also on our Facebook page. If you're not on our Facebook, please go to New Red Hobbies on the Facebook page. You'll see your pictures of the winners, and everything will be up on that. All right, guys, the mains have been posted. Don't forget to go see Miss Yvonne in concessions. You guys are hungry, thirsty again. Just got some new honey buns out there. Got some pizza wraps. They got all kinds of wraps out there: hamburgers, cheeseburgers, corn dogs, chili cheese fries, ice cream, hot dogs, whatever you guys want. She'll make it for you. Gatorade water. Head on down, and don't forget she works on tips. All right, you guys got 28 minutes left on the clock before we go into the trophy round. Track is open for practice. 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes on the clock. Get your batteries charged up. Don't forget to go see Miss Yvonne in concessions. You're.
I've had enough of the heat and the sun. You know, I'm starting to know my limitations.
I hear you. All right, you're up in this race now.
No, but I'm.
Oh, you're out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and run.
All right, guys, stock truck. Let's get them up there. Joe, Keith, and Arnell. Let's get them ready to go, guys. Turn marshal is going to be Josh, Scott, Joshua Jr., CJ, Brittany. Let's get them on the track, guys. Turn marshals are ready to run. Let's get them up there. You guys got 30. Let's see. You got 2 minutes on the clock. Let's get them on track, guys. Okay, guys, last call for concession. You guys need something to drink, some ice cream, something to eat. Miss Vaughn's going to be closing up. 145, looking for Joe, Keith, and Arnell. Let's get them on the track, guys. Stock truck, A main, ready to go. Wow, it's pretty quick. Hey, how you doing? Good. Telling you're out of breath. What are you doing? Don't be washing the dogs. We can do that together tomorrow or Monday. All right, so the deal is tomorrow at 5 o'clock or 4:30, they're going to pick you up and we'll meet over at Olive Garden. So, all right, let me go. They need to be bathed. All right, guys, got 20 seconds on the clock. I need turn marshal. Let's go. Josh, Scott, Joshua Jr., CJ, Brittany. I still need Joe and Arnell to check in. Arnell's checked in. Looking for Joe Marinara. There he is. All right, let's get him lined up on the back straightaway. TQ 14510 is Joe Bag of Donuts. In the number 2 spot, Keith Shivers, and Arnell Ganick is going to be in the number 3. All right, last call for turn marshals, guys. Looking at Josh, Scott, Josh Jr., CJ's out there, and Miss Brittany. Let's get on track, guys. This is the A main. Thank you, guys. Looks good, looks good. All right, guys. All right, drivers are ready. Turn marshals are ready. Here we go. This is the main. See if Joe can bring home the bag of donuts. Here we go, guys. Everybody on the horn, less than 5. And here we go. This is the A main. This is a 6-minute race, guys. You qualified 5th for 5 minutes. Now main's a 6. Joe out there in that silver truck. Arnell behind him, and Keith in the number 3 in the orange and yellow. Here they come. Joe coming across first. Arnell right behind him. And there it is. Joe catches the pipe. Arnell is right there on his back. Here they come through the center of the track. Keith's going to play catch-up right now. Coming through technical spot up there, and here comes the leader, Joe Marino, down the back in that silver truck with the white wheels. That's your leader. 22 for Arnell right there with him in the white and yellow. Here comes Keith with the orange and yellow powering down the back now, trying to reel him in. 21-2 that time for Keith. That's the new pass lapping around. And Arnell is keeping Joe honest here. Here comes Joe and Arnell right there behind him. Here comes Joe. 21.4, new fast lap. 21.5 Parnell. So Joe picked up a tenth of a second. Joe in that silver truck. We missed Joe for 2 weeks. He was down South Florida, probably helping out the illegals. And Keith slowly but surely creeping up on the crew. And here comes Joe, starting to spread that lead out a little bit, 21.6. 22.4 for Arnell, and here comes Keith. He's still got plenty of run. 130 down, 4.5 to go, guys. Keith traction rolls over here. Turn marshal's right there. Way to go, guys. And Arnell trying to keep up as Joe creeping away a little bit. Let's call him Creepy Joe. And here he comes, your leader, 21.5, right now on an 18.613 pace, 22.2 for Arnell. So now we got definite separation now as Joe is running this thing almost like he knows what he's doing. Joe's fast too. Arnell right there trying to, here comes Joe. This should be a fast lap here. 21.7. Arnell, 21.9, hanging tough. So far, no mistakes right now by the first two guys. And here comes Keith. 2.5 down, 3.5 to go. Arnell hit the pipe there, and that's going to give Joe a little bit of breathing room. Right now, they're all separated by a couple seconds. Joe powering down the back here, stretching out that lead. 22.1 that time. 18.614 pace. Arnell on a 17.604 slows up that way, and Keith now powering down the back, trying to reel him in. Got a lot of race to go, guys. Haven't even hit the 3-minute mark yet. Joe running a masterful race. 21.5, the 21 man today. Next race up is Pro Stock. Mason, Vince, and Kyle. You'll be up next. And there it is, 3 down, 3 to go. Got no full 3 minutes to race. And Keith starting to creep up on Arnell right now. Arnell starts to put the hammer down and start reaching Joe. And here comes Joe down the back straight. Joe has been nailing this track. 24.3, slows way up on that one there. 22-1 right now for Arnell. Here comes Keith, slowly catching up. 20.6, new fast lap of the orange and yellow Keith. And he is starting to reel in the crew. And here comes Joe. Arnell's trying to reel him in. And here he comes down the back straight. 21-1. Coming up to a 2-minute warning. Right now, Joe with a 21-1 that last time around. That's a new fast lap. Oh, and Keith catches the pipe, and they go after the turn marshal. That's killing them right now. Arnell trying to power 21.7. Joe just did a 20.883 last time, and he catches the pipe. And there it is. Arnell has caught him now. And right there behind him is Joe. They're going through the chicane section. And Keith not far behind. 1:30 on the clock. And Arnell, Keith rolls it, and here they go. Joe comes around, 25. Arnell with a 21. Arnell has a chance to catch him right now for the win. This is the A. And there they go in front of the center of the driver's end. Oh, Keith upside down. And turn marshal's right there. Arnell's trying to reel him in, coming up to that 1-minute mark. Arnell, 21.5, matches, that's a new pass lap in, match Joe's lap time. And here they in the center track. There it is, 1 to go, guys. Yellow's on, 1 to go. Joe Marinara coming down the back straightaway right now in that silver truck. Arnell in the white and yellow. Joe 21.3. Arnell 21.8. Arnell's right there, 45 seconds to go. Can he reel him in? Arnell's hoping that Joe chokes on one of these corners. But right now, Joe has been instrumental in going through this track like a pro. 30 seconds to go. 21.4 for our leader, 21.8 for Arnell, trying to reel him in, but Joe is running this consistent, no mistakes. Wow, that's pretty sick. 15 seconds to go. You're probably going to get one more lap. Can something happen? 10 seconds. Can Arnell make it around? 5 seconds. And he's going to get the lap. This is for the win right here, guys. Race is over. Whoever comes across is the winner. See if Joe can hold on. Keith, you're done. And here they go. Joe coming down the back straightaway. He's going to take this one, TQ, and win. And there he goes. You are done. 18-6-18. And Arnell coming down, taking the number 2 spot. 18-6-24. Keith, 17-6-07. Good race, guys. Woo! All right, Stock Buggy. Bring him to the line. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's grid them up. Racing, Mason McComb going to take out that number 1 spot. Vince going to be number 2. Kyle at number 3. Hey, it worked. Down on all my points. No, I'm down to 6. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I got screwed. All right, turn marshals are ready. Drivers are ready. Here we go, guys. Everybody on the horn, less than 5. And here we go. Stock Buggy. Vince, lead them out. Right now, Kyle up in the lead in that purple, Mason 2, Vince in the 3. Kyle in the center, and then that purple, Mason in the white, Vince in the burgundy and checkerboard. And here comes your leaders down the back, flying. 19-6, 19-8 for Mason. 20.2 for Vince. Mason trying to reel Kyle in right now. He's right there, right on his bumper. One down, 5 to go. Ooh, Mason is running, matched and turned there with Kyle. Oh, what a move right there. Mason takes the inside, coming through, and takes the lead right now. Vince trying to reel them in. Mason with a 19-1 last time around. That was a heck of a move. You saw Mason did the inside move. Woo, 19-2 for Mason. And he catches the pipe. Kyle now up in the lead. Vince now starting to reel these guys in, and Mason hits the pipe again in front. Oh, upside down. Vince right now. There he is. And Vince now to the 2. Mason into the 3. And here comes your leader, Kyle Newhouse, 19.7 at time. And here comes second and third. Woo, and they jump sideways in midair. You see the cars land sideways, already in the turn. And right now, Kyle out there by himself. Vince and Mason battling up at 2 and 3. 2 down, 4 to go, guys. Plenty of racing to go. And Mason, he crashes up on top of the hill, and somebody right there to get him. Kyle, 19.6, his new pass lap. Mason has a pass lap, 19.1 on lap number 4. Right now, Kyle on a 26.19 pace, and he comes through right there at 19.7. He jumps that jump sideways. That's pretty fancy when these guys can do that, land on the side. Vince, 19.9, new pass lap that time. Mason, 19.1. Coming up to the halfway point. Kyle right now with about a half a track lead. Maybe a little more. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, oh, Mason trying to push it. Crashes up on top, giving Vince a little breathing room. And there it is, 3 down, 3 to go. We're at the halfway point, and that is a lot of driving going on. Right now, Kyle in that purple car in the lead, followed by Vince in the burgundy and checkerboard, and Mason in the white. That is the running order right now. They're pretty well separated. Mason's going to try catching Vince right now for that number 2 spot, but it looks like Kyle is owning this one here. Kyle's got so many first place medals, he's probably one of his walls going to fall over. Remember, guys, we buy the medals back. If you guys got a lot of the medals, we buy them back. 3.5 down, 2.5 to go. Kyle coming through in that purple car. That's your leader. Mason trying to reel in Vince. Vince now coming down the back. Mason now entering the back, and here they come. 20.6 for Vince. 19.4 for Mason, creeping up on him. And there it is, 4 down, 2 to go. 19.4 for Kyle. New pass lap of him on that last lap. Most people will be slowing down. Kyle's going after these guys. He wants to put them down a lap. Kyle is our track director for the oval, and there comes Vince. 20.1. Mason, 19.3. Mason's creeping up with 140 to go. And there it is. Mason pretty much caught Vince, and here they come down the back. 130 to go. We got a race going on here. And they're in the middle of the track. Vince in that burgundy and checkerboard, and Mason in the white. And Mason with a 19.1 last time. That's a new pass lap. And Mason now all over the back of Vince, trying not to be the one in last place. And here they come down the back straightaway. That's for your number 2 position. Vince now in the 2. Mason in the 3. Coming up to the 1 minute mark. There it is. Yellow's on. 1 to go. It's Kyle, Vince, and Mason. Mason 18.9 last time around. And here they come. Move for move. Here they come down the back straightaway. Mason trying to take back that number 2 spot. Whoa, he's moving on. There it is. What a move. And Vince closes it down, and Mason crashes. That's going to lock that in right there for Vince with 30 seconds to go. Wow. Mason took the inside move. Vince took it right back over that jump. And that's going to lock it in. Kyle, Vince, and Mason. I believe that's going to be your running order. We'll see what happens. 25 seconds to go. Unless something happens with Vince. Mason playing catch-up again. 20 seconds to go. Indy, Stock Buggy, race number 3. You're going to be up next. Doesn't it? 10 seconds. Mason's back, knocking on the door. This means it's going to be your last lap. See if you can catch him. I couldn't believe it. There it is. You're done when you cross. Kyle, new fast lap, 19.4 again. There they are. Mason all over back of Vince. Oh, and they tangle up. Wow, there they go. Keith, put them down. Here they come. Mason going for the inside. This is for the money. Woo! That was it. Waiting for Kyle to take the win. Kyle, 20 and 6:21. Vince, 19, 6:18.4. Mason 19 and 618.6. Wow. Good race, guys. All right, race number 3 is going to be Independent Stock Buggy. Bring it to the line. Woo, what a race that was, huh? Mason and Vince putting on a show, but Kyle owning them that time. Wow. All right, let's get them checked in. I got Jason checked in, Enos checked in, looking for Joe and Keith. Joe's already got 1 medal today. See if he can go home with some bling bling. Remember, these medals are good at Walmart and Chick-fil-A on Sundays. If you put a plus next to it, then that means you add what we put in plus the 2. All right, as soon as Joe checks in, we'll get him lined up on the back. We're checked in. Track's now closed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Indy Stock Buggy A main. TQ position 15-5-14, Jason Hall. In the number 2 spot, Keith Shivers. Number 3, Joe Marino. And number 4, Ina Ganek. Let's get him on the back, guys. Looking good, looking good. Thank you very much for setting them up. All right, guys, remember this is a 6-minute race. Here we go, guys. Everybody's going to go on the horn. Less than 5. Here we go. Indy Stock Buggy. See you. Jason can take home the TQ and win. Keith says, no way. I'm taking this right away. And we got him, man. It is close right now. Top 3. And Jason pulling away from the group a little bit. Here comes Keith right behind him. Miss Ina behind him. And Joe in number 4. 20.7, 21.6, 21.4 for Miss Ina. And Joe 21.8. All real close in the middle here. Whoa, and there it is. Keith, no, look at that. Miss Ina now taking over the lead there. Jason pulls back to number 2. Keith in the 3. And looks like, no, there it is. Joe now up to the 3. Keith pulls back to the 4. And here they come. Oh, and Joe tracks and rolls up on top. And Miss Ina right now has Jason all over the back. Here comes Keith number 3. And Joe right there with him. Wow. Miss Ina took a good one on the inside move there. And Jason rolls it. And Keith now up to the 2. Jason into the 3 now. Oh, look at that. Joe crashed again. He was going to go with that number 3 spot. 1 down, 5 to go. Miss Ina powers through 21.8 right there. A little bit of a lead right now. As Keith now taking over to number 2, and then Jason taking back. Keith crashed into the pipe. Keith is calm down, Keith. Keith's got a fast car right there. Joe now taking over that 3, but it's Miss Ina right now and Jason battling out. What do we got going on here? Joe trying to get inside. Uh-oh, is something wrong with Joe's car? He is out. Uh-oh, our leader's upside down. And there comes Jason to go after Miss Ina. And Keith right there for 3. Joe looks like he's out. Mason's taking a look at the car. But right now, it is Miss Ina coming around the bend there over the final jump, and here she comes. Oh, and Joe's back in. It should be a lap down from them. We'll see what happens. There it is, 2 down, 4 to go. Miss Ina's got Jason all over the back. Joe right there. He's going to be a lap down from them on the leaders. Keith coming down the back. Oh, Joe, those are the leaders, man. Two and a half down, 3.5 to go. Miss Ina coming through. Jason right there behind her. They got a battle going on. Keith now powering down. Here comes Joe. Keith, new pass lap, 21-3 that time. But right now, you battle between Ina and Jason. Traction roll up on top there. Looks like Jason taking the lead back. We'll see what happens. And there it is, Jason in the lead. Miss Ina now right behind him. Going smooth. Joe coming around 21-7, new pass lap. Keith, 21-3 last time. And your battle right now is for the lead. Come on, Joe, slow it down, buddy. And here they come. Miss Ina is not letting him run away with this one. He's going to have a battle. 21-2 for Miss Ina. She's right there with Jason. 2:45 to go. Here they come through the middle of the track. And Miss Ina had to back out of that one. Keith, 20.7, new pass lap. Oh, Miss Ina's upside down. So it's going to give Jason a clear track right now. 3.5 down, 2.5 to go. Miss Ina crashes on top. Oh, leader upside down, guys. Leader's upside down. Come on, guys. Watch your area. Watch your area. Jason, 20.2 that time. Coming up to the 2-minute warning. Oh, looks like Joe is out. Just put it on the green grass. Just put it on the carpet. Just put aluminum cooling fan, that's all.
Okay, I was gonna say, Sarah pulls up aluminum motor.
Yeah, that's fine. 1:45 to go. Jason, Ina, Keith, and Joe. Looks like Joe's out. See if they can get a hold of Keith right now. Here he comes. Jason right now in the lead. Miss Ina still in that number 2 spot. 2 seconds back. Keith trying to reel him in. He's on the lead lap. Oh, hits the pipe. 1:30 to go, guys. It is hammer time. Next up after this will be the ready to run. I got transponders waiting for you guys when you're ready to go after this race. And there is your leader, Jason. Miss Ina, 20.6. New pass lap for Ina. And they're still battling out. And Keith is not out of this one. We're coming up to the 1-minute mark. Yellow's on, 1 to go. Jason coming around 20.4 in the lead right there. Miss Ina 21-2, and Keith starting to reel them in with 20.9. Right now we got about 3 seconds in between the racers right now. It has been a great race. So, oh, leader is upside down. Here it is. Miss Ina now caught the leader. Here they come. Miss Ina there, right there with Jason. Wow, it's close. Miss Ina right there, not giving him any room. Matching moves. Here we go. Let's keep it clean. 20 seconds to go. You're going to get one more lap of this. And there it is. Miss Ina into the lead now. Come on, guys. Grab that car. Don't hesitate. Just go grab it. And Miss Ina now taking the lead with 12 seconds to go. Let's see if Jason can reel her in. This is it. Your final lap, guys. 5 seconds. And Miss Ina now into the pipe also. Oh, and there it is. Jason taking that away. Race is over. You have a new leader. Jason taking the lead. Wow, at the last second, Miss Ina had a problem coming through the inside chute there. And here he is coming out the back. Jason Hall. See if he can bring home the bacon. Jason, you are done. TQ a win. Mason right along the pipe there. Is it dead? And we're going to see Keith going to slide up into that number 2 spot. Ina's going to hold on for the 3. Jason, 17-6-14. Keith, 17-6-26. And Miss Ina, 17-6-12. Good race, guys. All right, next race up is going to be Ready to Run Sportsman. Let me get the transponders to the guys.
Scott,
hold on.
Hold on.
All right, Scott goes first. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen some phenomenal racing today. And this is the biggest class we've had today. We got a whole family, the Long families here. We got Josh, Scott, Junior, and Miss Brittany, all four of them racing, plus CJ, one of their friends is here. So this should be some exciting racing. Again, these are brand new racers, have never raced. Some of them just have new trucks.
CJ?
There you go, buddy. Good luck. So this should be an exciting race for some of these guys. Turn marshals will be Jason, Keith, Joe, and Miss Ina. All right, Brittany, come across the line, please. Go, guys, come across the line. Get checked in, then pull to the side because we got guys running a practice lap. Thank you, Brittany. All right, guys, we're all checked in. Let's shut it down. Shut it down. All right, I'm going to grid you up. Josh. John has gone away. He's hot. So, Josh, you're going to take the TQ position. Scott, you're going to be in number 2. Junior, you're going to be in number 3. CJ in the 4. Miss Brittany in the 5. Let's grid them up, guys. Again, Josh, TQ, Scott, Josh Jr., CJ, and Miss Brittany. Okay, guys, listen up. Drivers, listen up. This time, when you hit a buzzer and see the green light, you all go at the same time. Okay, guys? You guys understand that? Yes? Thumbs up? You guys understand? All right, sounds good. All right, we'll see if Dad can bring home the trophy. They're looking for some medals today. All right, this time, everybody's going to go on the horn. Less than 5. And you're off, guys. Everybody on the clock. Nice and smooth. Right here, guys. Turn marshal, right here. Thank you. Nice and easy, Miss Brittany. You're doing good. Nice and easy over those jumps. Josh right now in the lead. Scott in the 2. Josh Jr. in the 3, waiting for CJ and Miss Brittany. And there they are rolling over the jumps. You guys are doing good. Keep going. You're doing great. And there it is, 1 down, 3 to go. It's still Scott, Josh Jr., CJ, Brittany. CJ now up in that number 4 spot, waiting for Miss Brittany to come around. Right now, Scott still leading him out, followed by Josh now in the 2. Josh Jr. in the number 3 spot. Right now, Scott hanging on to probably a 12-second lead, coming up to the 2-minute warning. And there it is, 2 down, 2 to go at the halfway point. Scott leading him out, 11-4-17. Josh, 10-4-13, and Josh Jr., 10-4-16. CJ, 6-4-10. Right now, they're ahead of TQ Pace by a lap right now. Their TQ Pace was 9-4-25. Right now, Scott's got 11-4-17. They're ahead of TQ Pace, 1:30 on the clock. But Mr. Grant still owns the TQ. This is the final race of today's program. Track will remain open today until about 4:30 for practice when we're done. Again, don't forget, next Thursday night racing. And then next Saturday, doubleheader. Second Saturday of second and fourth Saturday, we have the oval racing. Coming up to the 1-minute mark right now, Scott. Josh Jr. now in second. Josh in the 3. CJ and Miss Brittany. There it is, yells on. We're at the 1-minute mark, and Scott leading them out, followed by Josh Jr., Josh, and CJ. Miss Brittany's out. What happened? Break? Thank you.
Every time I press the gas, it turns.
Oh. 40 seconds to go. Scott right there in that black truck is your leader. Just come past the line. He's ahead of TQ by 1 full lap. Now, Josh Jr. still in the 2, followed by Josh. CJ and Miss Brittany is out. 20 seconds to go. I want to thank you guys for coming out. I hope you had a blast, because it's been a blast calling a race. Don't forget, we're on YouTube Live, so you guys can go videotape that or go see the YouTube videos and watch your racing. 5 seconds to go, and right now, Scott, Josh Jr., Josh, CJ, Miss Brittany. That is the running order right now. Race is over. When you cross, you're going to be done. Joshua Jr., you're done. Scott, you're done, taking the win and beating the TQ time. Josh, you're going to be done, waiting for CJ to finish up. Here he is in that orange truck, doing really good, man. I'm impressed with you driving. Brand new driver. There he is, coming down the back, CJ himself. Here he comes. Way to go, CJ, you're done. Scott taking the win, 10-4-25. Josh Jr., 9-4-06, and Josh, 9-4-30. Got beat by the kid. All right, guys, that's the end of the racing. We're going to give me 5 minutes, less than that. We'll do a trophy presentation out in front of the driver's stand on the podium there. I need all transponders back to me, and thank you, guys. Miss Allie will come out and do a trophy presentation. All right, so we'll put one more transponder. Josh Jr., I need transponder Josh Jr. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. That's all right. How big? All right, guys, track is closed right now. Track is closed. Stock truck, let's bring him up. Trophy time. Joe taking TQ and win. Arnell going to be number 2. Keith in the 3. Let's go, stock truck guys on the podium. Miss Allie's out there. Take pictures. Again, it's going to be Joe taking TQ and win. Arnett in the 2. Arnell, excuse me. And Keith in the 3. All right, next up is going to be Pro Stock Buggy. Bring it to the line. Mason, TQ in 3. Kyle taking the win. Vince in the 2. Again, Pro Stock Buggy. Mason, TQ in 3rd. Kyle taking the win. Vince going to take the number 2. you find them? All right, hold on. Here comes Vince. Gonna take that number 2 spot. Independent Stock Buggy is gonna be up next. Jason taking the TQ and win. Keith will take the 2. Ina will take the number 3. Something happened to her car at the end. Good race, guys. Okay, race number 3, Indy Stock Buggy. Again, Jason Hall, TQ and win. Keith's going to take the 2. Miss Ina's going to be the 3. Really close race, guys. A lot of battle back and forth. It was awesome. Jason TQ win, Keith 2, and Miss Ina in the 3. All right, thank you guys. Congratulations. Ready to Run Sportsman. We got the DeLong family going to be walking out of here with some bling. I had Scott DeLong taking the win, Josh Jr. taking number 2, and Josh Sr. in the number 3 spot. It's a 1, 2, 3, and John Grant TQ'd. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because today's the 1st. That's the 2nd. Yeah. I think it's the 8th, I think. No, I'm not going to do it. I know, but it's too hot. Who the hell wants to do that? Again, let's get him out there. John Grant TQ'd. I think he may have left. Josh Jr. taking the 2, and Josh Sr. in the 3. It is a DeLong family sweep. Again, thank you guys for coming out. We will see you guys again Thursday night. We're open tomorrow for practice.